Hello and welcome to another video. This is our 2019 Mercedes Night Edition Premium Plus with the 9-speed auto gearbox. This car's got some really nice features on it, which will go round. The car's covered just over 12,000 miles with 3 services, so it's been done yearly. I'll give you the dates and the mileages on the services when we get a bit further into the video. And don't forget, you can always fast forward if you want to see more of the car at the later stages. So we're going to come in closer and show you the paintwork. Now this paintwork is called Brilliant Blue Metallic, and it's an absolutely stunning colour. And the night pack gives you the black gloss grills, the black wing mirrors, black pieces of trim down at the bottom. We've also got the black gloss AMG alloy wheels, the 20-inch ones, and we've got side steps on the car. Now the whole car has been detailed the same as all of the other cars here. They're machine polished with a rotary and an orbiting polishing mop to take out any swirls. And if we just look across this bonnet, I'll capture, if I move around, you'll just see what a lovely clean shine. And we're looking at this car under very bright lights. I will point out that it's very hot in here and I do have flip-flops on, so you'll probably hear that when we go around the car, so I have to excuse that. So this is where we've got the black gloss grille, and usually the bit that you see black on there is finished in a silver. It makes a big difference, I personally think, to the normal silver. The car just looks a lot more sporty, and we've got the lovely LED lights, high performance LED lights there. The lenses, as you can imagine, they're not pitted at all. If I come in close, look, no chipping on there. The front bumper, we've got park assist, self-parking. All of the gloss trims down at the bottom are not peppered at all. There's no peppering down here from stone chips, hence its mileage. Just try and get a better hold on the camera. You can see all the way along there, all the grills. Look at the lovely deep shine on this paintwork. And like I say, it's very bright in here. So any little chips would be highlighted, but you can just see how beautiful that paintwork is. If we come up onto the top, there was a tiny little stone chip that we just touched in. Very, very small. It's just in the center of the frame right now, and we've just touched it in with the right color. That'll dry out in a second. Let's try and get a better focus. There we go. But it's nothing. And all the way to the back of the bonnet as well. And then the windscreen, as you can imagine, there's no chip marks or nasty stone marks. We've got the cameras up in there. We've got the panoramic roof up on the top. All in lovely condition up here as well. And there's the black gloss wing mirrors. There's no damage on the wing mirrors at all. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come back and show you down the side of the car. And the reason for this is you can see the panels, there's no ripples. All the paintwork is original down here. And we've got a great set of Goodyear Eagle Sport tyres. Show you the front wheel now. And all the brake discs are in lovely condition. The alloys, if I just zoom in, here we go. If we can get it to zoom in, see down there, AMG on the wheel. Now, in fact, what we'll do, we'll come out. I'm going to read out these services so that I don't have to carry this piece of paper around with me. So the first service was an A service done in 2020 on the 30th of June at 6,199 miles. And then on the 30th of June 2021 at 8,822 miles, I had its B service. And then on the 10th of June this year, it had another service at 12,178. And basically that was literally not long ago, and it's only done a few miles since then. Now the car was registered 29th of the 3rd, 2019 by Mercedes and sold to the customer on the 24th of the 5th, 19, literally 2 months later. So basically it was a demonstrator or a pre-registered car that was purchased. So it's only really had one owner. So I can get rid of that paperwork now. Obviously there's 2 keys of the car. The MOT was done in end of March as well. So back to the car. Now I can concentrate a bit more. And the rear wheel, again, all in lovely condition. It's not had any, from what we can see, any repairs on the wheels, no scuffs. All in really nice condition. All the plastic trims around and down the side. And another thing to point out, the side steps are in really nice condition. And I say that because being aluminium, that top bit, sometimes people use certain products that leave like stains and you get like white blotches all over them. Again, all in lovely condition. We've got keyless entry on the car, so we can lock it by pressing that button. Wing mirrors are folded in, hand inside, wing mirrors fold out. All of the door edges in lovely condition there, no chipping. Again on the rear, all of the rear quarter panel, all the light lenses, beautiful condition again, all been machine polished just because that's what we do. And then if we take a look in the rear corner, that was my knee cracking. It's a sign of age. The car's younger than me, so the car's in a lot better condition. And if we look across the back bumper, that's just a piece of fluff. There we go. So take that off. We've got a lot of dust blowing through because we've got both doors open today. Try and get a bit of airflow. Let's just come back out a little bit. And obviously there's a rear camera which folds away neatly underneath, which is a really good idea, because if you've got a rear camera on your current car, which is always exposed, if you've been driving in the rain, they pick up all the muck and that, and so when you want to look in your camera, you get a very blurred vision. But the Mercedes, it all folds away and it only comes out when it's needed. We've got privacy glass around the back as well. All the all the trim around the windows is in black gloss opposed to the silver. Take a look up on the back here. There are no scratches up here. I mean, it's like a new car, it really is. And these cars, as you know, are not cheap to buy new, so it's really good value for money. And I believe that trying to get hold of cars of, you know, spec on from new is getting harder with the shortage of all the chips and semi-converters, etc. And you can see all down this side. And while we're down here, save my knees. You can look down the side of the panel and see just how true they are and clean. Come up onto the rear quarter here. No scratches around this panel or around the filler cap. Oh, I think I might have left the car locked. Let's just unlock it. There we go. And then that pops open. All lovely clean in there. Run on the E10 fuel, no problem. Because this is the 250, and I think I forgot to mention that, petrol, right at the beginning of the video. Must be the heat. And if we come down and look at the rear wheel, I mean, these tyres, they've got probably about 6.5 to 7 mil of tread at least. So all the tyres, all matching, all with lots of tread. Again, the discs, even the brake calipers are in fantastic condition. I'll just try and zoom in. No corrosion, look, all lovely and clean. And then again, the side step on this side, door edges. You can see that lovely shine on the panels. And all the black gloss trim, all down the side, no scratches. Let's take me out the frame. So let's just come back out now and give you a better view from further back. So we offer some really great warranties as well, that extended warranties, and you can actually go into the main dealer to have the work carried out on the car as well. And they're at very competitive prices in this tough market for everybody, with the price of everything being so much higher. So well worth taking out an extended warranty. We can go up to 4 years at very good prices. Now this car's also, one of the other extras is it's got the surround view, or the 360 camera. So we've got a camera down at the front here. Let's focus on that. And then on the wing mirrors, I think we've got it on auto close, or I've pressed it. Just underneath, you'll see the camera just underneath there. When we get into the car, we will turn those on to give you an idea of the view that it gives you for parking. So we're just going to move around one more time. Obviously we've got pictures that we're going to put up of the car. But the nice thing about the video is as you move around, you can see the reflection of the paintwork and everything. So let's take a look inside. So starting with the near side door. Now straight away you can see we've got electric memory seats for both the near side and the driver side. Over on the other side there. Being that this is a Premium Plus, you also get the if I can say it right, BURMESTER sound system. And we've also got, I think it's called ash wood. So we've got the ash wood on the door trim, and we've also got it in the centre. Now, I would prefer to have this over black gloss any day for two reasons. One, I think it breaks it up, and two, the black gloss is obviously a little bit easier to scratch, so this is a little bit more easier to keep nice and a bit more durable. That was the word I was looking for. So we're just going to show you in the door here as well. We've got some bottle holding slots as well. We've got ambient lighting under the door as well. And then we've got the puddle lights down at the bottom, all beautifully clean down here. All of the door card is unmarked. And then we've got the illuminated door seals. You notice all around here, all been machine polished. We've got various different machine polishes of different sizes to do different things. And we have the time to spend on the vehicles here, or the boys do, to make sure that we present our cars the best that they can be. We've also got here the electric lumbar, which will inflate from the bottom. There's 2 steps and then further up. And then we've got the perforated, what they call the Artico leather, with the contrasting stitching. I mean, you can just see, looking at these seats, just how nice this car is. And then the dash, the same. Just bring you up on here, we've got airbags up here as well, more speakers up there. We've got command in this vehicle as well. Just going to pop this open. We've got all the books in there as well. And obviously we've got the service history, which is all on the system of Mercedes as well. We've got like the little mouse writing pad, as I call it, because it looks like a mouse. And you can use that for inputting information, searching for stuff. I'll come back to that in a bit. Let's open up the rear door. And again, beautiful condition. And I don't think I'm brave when I say it really is like new. I mean, the car's been very well looked after. Obviously, it hasn't done a lot of mileage. Again, looking at the shuts, not had any seat belts jammed in there. That is a reflection, this bit here. If I come around and move, it moves, but there's no scratch there. We've got some very bright lights above And the reflections pick up on all the different angles of the car. Electric sunblind as well. The headrests tilt forward as well. Air vents there, underfloor lighting, AMG mats, ISOFIX, and you can see that the seats, there's no creases in them. Center armrests with cup holders, I believe, in there as well. 3-point seat belts all the way across. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's close that door up. I can open the boot with the key. You can also wave your foot underneath the bumper to open the boot. But I don't think you want to see my feet today, so we'll leave that out. Okay, so the top of the back bumper here, you can see my feet. Okay, this is all lovely and clean. There's no scratches, no gouges or anything like that. And then it's still got the plastic blue sort of tinted film covering the stainless steel plates that run across there to protect the boot a bit more. And we can drop the seats down by flicking this button here. I'm not going to do it because I won't be able to reach it and I'll have to walk round. But that will open it up. That we've got the blind to pull across, and then you can release this side. This little lug here for putting your carrier bags on. All of the blind, as you can see, beautiful condition. There's not been any pets in the back. We've got extra speakers up at the back here. All the back of the seats along here. Beautiful condition. The carpets, better than the carpets I got at home, and they're new. So all of the the handle, all the chrome, no scratches on it. You can lock it, and then we can lift this up. Whoops, try that again. And I've not actually had this out, but I think it's like a cargo net that goes across the back. Got the pump, the net for the back to hold all your luggage down. And then the first aid kit. And there's a bit of room in here actually. It's quite, you can fit quite a lot underneath there. Pop that back down. And then if we look up on the top here, there's no gouges, so nothing's been rumbling around in the boot and hitting the back and putting scratches in it, because that is very common. And some lighting, some handles, and because we've got the keyless entry, we've also got the additional button, which is that lock button, so we can lock the car up by pressing that one and it'll put the boot down, or press the other one. I will try. Yeah, I've just swept my foot underneath and down it comes. So that's the boot down. Let's take a look in the driver's side rear. There we go. It's getting hotter and hotter. Oh dear. So again, the door card, no dents in the speakers or anything. All lovely all the way down here. All the way up and around, as you can see. And the back of the seats, all in beautiful condition. And while we're in here, we will pull that down. And we've got cup holders and some storage there. That all folds away. All lovely in there. And then driver's door. Again, no scratches around the door handle or down the side. I'm just going to flick the lights off for a second. And forgot to mention, this is where the heated seat buttons are on the side here as well. And we've got your central locking button there. Electric folding mirror button, all your window switches and your child lock as well. And then we can open the boot from here as well. We can get that in focus. There we go. And again, this is the side that would get the most use and there's no damage nor up the side. And then the door sill and the sill plates, all in lovely condition. I don't know if it shows on camera, but they're all illuminated. So the Mercedes illuminated in white. And then the steering wheel, as you can see, all of the leather in beautiful condition. Cubby hole in the center there. Okay, let's jump in. Now before we do, I'll just show you, this is where we've got the 360 camera button, near your lights, keyless start. I am going to have to start the car because it is so hot. Let's get this air conditioning on. So we can press the menu button, just down in the center here. If this is all turned on, where's the on button? There we go. So that's just booting up. While that boots up, you can see that this one has the command. Now, this is, okay, so let's get these temperatures down. The buttons at the side. So we can use this center button here, the menu button, to flick straight to the climate. And then using the wheel, just here, we can flip round for airflow. Let's go back to that actually. Let's just turn it up a bit. Don't want it too high because temperature, air distribution is on auto. And you can see, sorry, I didn't realise it wasn't quite in focus. You can select where you want the airflow to come from, around there. So, using the buttons on the left of the steering wheel, we've got a home button, of course, up and down, okay, and a back button. If I can get this, okay, so we use the back button for a second. So home is here. We can then use the up and down button to go through. Now we want trip. There's the mileage, 12,471. I think about 150, that's probably delivery mileage, something like that. See how warm it is, it's 31 degrees. So it's pretty warm. And then up in the top corner, we've got the comfort, the C for comfort, that's our drive mode. And we can select different drive modes using the dynamic button there. So let's go back up here again. So we've got Eco, and Eco will basically put the ECU of the engine into a much more lean burning program. It may affect the gear change as well actually to help with that. Then we've got Comfort, which is where we were, and you'll see on here as well that, oh, wrong one. It does take you a while when you jump into different cars. So let's just go back. Okay, let's come out of there. So there's your sport, and so basically, yeah, of course, in sport, let's show on here, comfort, you can see it's all in comfort, sport, and then sport plus, and then I think the next one is individual. Right, this is what I was going to do. So press down on adapt, and this is where you can select the engine. So you might want the engine in, I don't know, for now we might want it in economy, and then we maybe want the steering in sport because you want it to be a little bit more precise. You want the start stop, let's turn that off, and the climate you might want on economy as well because you're going to have it on all the time. And so with the individual mode you can select the drive mode that you want opposed to the preset ones. Okay, so let's pop back over here quickly. We go back into home, And if we come down, we've got navigation, so it'll display your navigation down here as well. We haven't got navigation obviously on. We've got the radio, so you can bring up your radio channels down here as well. Oh, wrong button, sorry. And then we can flick through the channels. I do need to turn the volume down because YouTube won't like that for copyright reasons. And then if we come down to media, this is where you can pick up, obviously you can get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with a lead plugged in. And then if we go further down past media, telephone, assistance graphic, we've got speed information, God, the heat, attention assist, and I think that was the last of the options. Oh no, and there's your service, and you can see if we come down here, so you can check your tyre pressure gauge. Yeah, 332 days left remaining till it needs its B service. So I think we've covered all of that. We've got the buttons for volume, voice control there, we've got paddle shift. Your gear selection is up here, park is on the end, down for drive, neutral, reverse. Now when we go into reverse, we've got the view from the back. If I turn the steering wheel, squeaking on the painted surface, you can see those outside yellow markers are the full lock, and then that red band there is basically saying when you come up to that, that's enough. And you can also see on the overhead view, that's using the cameras that we pointed out earlier, you can see all around the vehicle. So when you're trying to park, you can see literally all around the vehicle there. So let's come out of reverse, let's put it back into, oh actually, no, there was something else. You'll notice, so we've got brightness, we flip the wheel to the top. How can I do this? There we go. We can now look down the sides using the mirrors. Right, so there's the rear. That's looking down the side of the car if you're reversing. And that's looking down the side of the car in the other direction. So that is looking forwards. That one's looking back towards the wall behind us. So you've got lots of different views. Now we'll put it in park. We've got cruise control and speed limiter. Nice and easy to use. Up to select it and it engage with the cruise control. Bring it down to cancel it. And on the end, when you press that in, it lights up and we can increase the speed limit that we want to set. Let's try and get this in focus. Up the top there, so if I push the stalk up, if you're in a 50 mile an hour zone, you can set that. We'll press the button to turn it off. You can always power through that as well, so don't be afraid to have it on and not be able to accelerate out of danger. Now, we've also got another button down here that's worth mentioning. This is the manual button for the gearbox. So we're not in drive at the moment. Let's put it in drive. And then what you'll see at the top up here is it's gone into M1 for manual mode. So that's so you can hold the gears, which being a four-wheel drive is perfect. If I press it again, it's gone into D1. So you can actually press that button and it will hold the gear for you. And if we look at on the top here, let's try and get out of this light, there we go. We can synchronize the temperatures. Auto, you got separate, no, it's the same. Your speed fan on the left there. Shortcuts for the navigation, the radio, the media, CD slot there. There's a hard drive with command as well. And then you've got the on-off button, traction control, volume, all down there. If we go to menu up here, Okay, navigation. If we press down on the wheel, or we can get, bear with me. There we go, zoom in and out. If I go, that's the one we wanted. All your different navigation, driving information, routes, travel guide. If we come back up, we can get into the radio up here as well. Let's go back, all the media. So we've got the Bluetooth audio. If I go down on that one more time, there we go. Disc, memory card as well, media register. That one there is the hard drive for the music you can download. Media interface, media 2, back to Bluetooth. So it'll come out of there. And then you've got options down here for volume, etc. And if we go back up to the top, vehicle will give us all our vehicle settings. For your alarm, your folding mirrors, exterior lighting, tow-away protection, motion sensor for the alarm, and then we can choose what colour we wish to have the interior in the car here, and the ambient lighting brightness, which is set on maximum. So I think we've covered all of that on there. Okay, I think apart from looking down here, this is where we've got the leads for the USB and an SD card, I think it is. So that's all done. We've had a look in there. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to hope that Darius has not fallen asleep in this heat. Opened the bonnet. No, he's on his way. He's going to open the bonnet for me. So we're going to jump out. The condition inside is lovely. We've got all the roof open, the blind, and the button's just up here. LED lighting. Yeah, so that's just jump out. Now we've got the engine running, so I think it's a 2.1 for the 250, this engine, with all the figures are going to be in the advert. I think it's just over 200 brake horsepower, all in really lovely condition under here, as you can see. Always sounds a lot noisier in the showroom. All been cleaned very carefully, all polished up under here as well. All in really lovely condition. All of this aluminium's been cleaned as well. Again, aluminium being aluminium, it sort of gets white blotches and stuff, but that's all been cleaned. So we're going to close that down. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the car off. So you've got out your car, and you've left your roof open. It's a hot day and you want to keep the car cool. But little known to you, there's a rain shower on its way. And you've left the roof open. You've gone for a lovely pub lunch and it starts to rain. So we're going to use the squirty bottle. And hey presto, the roof will automatically close for you and leave it in the vented position. So it'll keep the heat out the car, but it won't soak the interior. A very nifty little idea from Mercedes there. So thanks for taking the time and being patient with me today. It's extremely hot in here. I really can't tell you how hot it is. It's like being in a sauna. And you get like brain fog where you're just sweltering. But I hope everyone's enjoying the great weather anyway. But please give us a call if you've got interest in the vehicle. We've got lots of different finance options and like I say, the warranty. So give me a call and I'll go through that with you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.